Osahon followed Echo deeper into the forest. The dog barked nervously, its ears standing tall. Something about the forest made even the animal uneasy. When Osahon looked behind him, the entrance to the forest was gone. The trees had swallowed the path. They were trapped inside. Echo suddenly stopped. The dog began to growl. Its eyes locked into the darkness between the trees. Osahon could not see anything, but Echo could. Something was watching them. Then Osahon noticed something on the forest floor. Old beads, broken spears, torn clothing, and bones. Human bones scattered among the leaves. These were the villagers who had disappeared. The forest had never released them. Echo ran toward a tree and began scratching the ground. Osahon moved closer, and there was a skeleton wearing an old hunter's bracelet. The boy stepped back in horror. The forest had become a graveyard. Then the forest began to whisper, high voices moving between the trees. The witches of the forest had noticed the boy, and they were waking. Echo barked loudly. The hunt had begun. Branches snapped behind them. Dark figures moved quickly between the trees. Osahon ran. Echo ran beside him. The dog barked wildly, guiding him through the darkness, because something terrible was chasing them. Suddenly, a hand grabbed Osahon. Echo barked aggressively, but then the man whispered softly, "Quiet, or they will find us." Osahon stared at the stranger. Then the moonlight revealed his face. It was his uncle. His uncle had survived in the forest for many years, hiding, running, fighting. "The witches hunt anyone who enters," he told Osahon. "I have escaped them many times, but they never stop." Echo sat beside them, still growling toward the trees. Then the uncle noticed something. The bracelet on Osahon's wrist. The one his father had given him before he died. The uncle's eyes widened. "That bracelet belongs to our ancestors," he said. "It can reveal the path out of this forest." The bracelet began to glow, and suddenly, a narrow path appeared between the trees. A path hidden from the witches. Echo barked excitedly and ran toward it. The dog had found their way out. But the forest had already awakened. The witches were coming. Their shadows moved quickly through the trees, their voices screaming through the night. They had found the boy. The uncle looked at the path, then at Osahon. "You must run." Osahon refused, but the uncle shook his head. "They will follow you. Someone must stop them." The uncle pushed Osahon toward the glowing path. Echo barked as they ran. Behind them, the witches screamed, and Osahon heard the sound of his uncle fighting them, holding them back, giving the boy time to escape. The bracelet guided him, through twisted roots, past fallen trees, until suddenly, the forest opened, and the stars filled the sky. They had reached the edge. When the sun rose, Osahon and Echo walked back into the village. The villagers stared in shock, because no one had ever returned from the forbidden forest. But Osahon had, and on his wrist, the bracelet still glowed softly, a reminder of the man who stayed behind, so the boy could live. And from that day on, whenever the forest whispers at night, Osahon knows someone is still watching over him.